G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Challenge Jet Stream Aviation here with another flight simulation video. So today we are in X-Plane 11 in the Jar Design Airbus A330-200 operating Qantas Flight 97 from Brisbane to Hong Kong. We have an expected flight time of just over 8.5 hours and the weather out of Brisbane isn't too bad, so let's get straight into pre-flight. First things first, let's go ahead and turn our batteries on. There we are. Down to APU, let's set that up, fantastic. Now we can align the IRSs. Perfect. There you go, seatbelt signs are sorted. And we'll wait for our FMS to power up. There we go. First step is we go to our init page, put in YBBN/VHHH, align the IRS, and now we can put in our company route, which is once again YBBN-VHHH. As we said before, our flight number is QFA97, Qantas 97. And we'll take cost index 40. Initial cruising flight level, I believe, is 360. Now we can go to our performance page, but first let's get our load sheet up and put in our fuel. Let's put in our fuel. Today we will be taking, I believe, a total of, hang on, let me just quickly check. Yep, that's right, we'll take 60 tons. That'll get us there with a few tons to spare. It's better to have more than to have too little. Let's get that load sheet up, there we go. Now we just have to wait for our fuel truck to refuel us, and then we can take our block weight and, sorry, that's the block fuel and the zero fuel weight, and then we'll sort out our takeoff data. There's 55. Fantastic, we have finished. Let's go ahead and get rid of our fuel truck as we do not need him anymore. Okay, he's out of our lives for now, which is fantastic. Let's pop it over to our FMS and put in our zero fuel weight. And then our block fuel, which is 59.9, which is not exactly 60 tons, which unfortunately the fuel truck does not put in, but it's not really that much of a difference, so I don't stress about it too much. We'll take config 2/up, and then we'll put in our takeoff trim degree, which is 3.5. Take our V speeds. And I believe we have finished our takeoff page. Now we'll go ahead to our flight plan page and set up our departure, which will be at a runway 19er with the Coral 4 departure with no transition. So we'll go ahead and enter that into our flight plan. checking for no discontinuities. Fantastic, that's what we like to see. Pop over to the plan view and just double check that we can see that our waypoints look correct. So basically we'll maintain the runway heading for a few miles and then make a right turn out over the city and track out over Bribey Island and then on to our flight plan up to Hong Kong. 360, yep, that's the right altitude that we are initially going to climb to, and then we will slowly step climb up to 40,000 feet. And the reason we step climb is so that we save fuel, we're more fuel efficient, and then as the higher we go, the air is thinner, so therefore the engines have to work harder, but we actually travel further as we follow the curvature of the Earth. Checking the overhead panel. Let's go ahead and pre-plan our pushback. We'll go nose right, tail left, as we have a bit of a long taxi down to runway 19er. The international terminal at Brisbane Airport is at the opposite end of runway 19er, so it's always good when runway 01 is active on departure. There we go, that'll do us.
Round to cockpit, show you we got your plan there. Give me a call through the menu when you're ready to go. Ground to cockpit, tow's driving up right now.
There we go, tow is driving up. I'm just going to quickly start my Smart Cars client for Q Virtual, which is the virtual airline I do fly for. Fantastic group. Now these pushback tractors are a bit fancy. I don't believe that we use them here at most of the airports in Australia. We just use the traditional tractor kind of styled ones that just have a long boom that hooks up to the nose wheel of the airplane, where these ones actually slot underneath the nose wheel and lift the nose wheel up off the ground to then continue to push back the airplane.
Alright, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect?
No, they're not. Let's go ahead and fix that. Catering just finishing up, I believe, so we'll just get them out the road and close our doors. There we go. Start setting up our transponder. Up we go. I do apologise for the poor quality of the scenery.
Phone connected and bypass pin inserted. Release the parking brake when you're ready.
It's just freeway scenery, so...
Alright, starting the pushback, and you may spool them. Clear to start engines.
Rightio, our engines are all started up.
Full left, check. Full right, check. Full up, check. Full down, check. Pedal full left, check. Pedal full right, check. Flight control check completed.
There we go, flight controls are all checked, all moving and free. We'll not be using a flex temp as usual, just use the toga position on takeoff. And we can turn our transponder to the on position. Okay, I believe we are ready to taxi.
Park brake off.
Off we go. Bring our thrust up a tad, just so we can get rolling. Looking good out the left-hand wing there. This is a freeway scenery, as I just mentioned before, so it's not the best. Unfortunately, this is the best scenery there is for X-Plane at this stage. Hopefully, as Orbix continues to develop sceneries for X-Plane, they do release their Brisbane scenery. Okay, I thought I would just skip the very long taxi. It's not too exciting to look at. So this is the holding point here for runway 19er, but we will go ahead and taxi past that and take off. So we'll turn our landing light on, nose light set to takeoff, strobe is set to auto, speed brake is armed, and auto brake is set to max. Though the speed brake does tend to come back sometimes just because it's a bit twitchy on the controls of the actual throttle quadrant that I do own. So if you hear a few clicking sounds, that's what that'll be. Okay, let's bring it to a stop here. I think we are all good to go. So let's just wiping the controls, make sure everything is all good to go. Now let's go ahead and bring the thrust up to 50%. Thrust is stable. Toga, man toga, SRS, runway order.
Power set.
Blue. Checked.
$100 knots.
Checked.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up. Autopilot 1, cross-check.
There we go, the autopilot is in. So pretty much for this departure, we, like I said before, we will maintain our heading for a few more miles and then make the right turn. About a 90-degree right turn and then another right turn out towards Bribie Island and then a slight left turn out to continue our course up to Hong Kong. Climb thrust is set and flaps are still down at this stage, but I'll see you in the climb. Here we are, just finished our climb, cruise. There we go, we are at our cruising altitude so far at 360. Now we can go ahead and program our arrival into Hong Kong. We are taking runway 07 left with the Betty 2 Alpha arrival with no VIA, so we can select that and put it into our flight plan. We'll double check for no discontinuities. There are quite a lot of waypoints, so We'll keep scrolling. Come on. There we are. Fantastic. Looking great. That's what we like to see. Pop across to the plan mode and scroll through the waypoints to make sure that it does all look fantastic. And it's not just a dog's breakfast, which it can do sometimes. Let's bring it down a tad. There we go. Okay, looks fantastic. So there's a bit of a mountain island that we'll approach. We'll turn left and fly adjacent to that. Then make a right hand turn around that to intercept the ILS approach onto the runway. I'm just enjoying the view out the window, but I will see you again later once we are on our descent into Hong Kong. See you then. Welcome back to the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we are well and truly on our way into Hong Kong on our descent. We have got our arrival all programmed and all ready to go. And the night sky is looking quite nice tonight. There's our arrival all set up like we did just before. Let's go ahead and check the weather. Okay, so it's just a little bit windy, and the wind is a little bit all over the place, but it should be a little bit alright once we get onto final approach and around the mountains off to our right hand side on final approach. We'll go ahead and tune up our QNH, which in Hong Kong was 1009. So we have that all set. Okay, well, we'll see you again once we are on final approach. See you then. And here we are, just about to turn final. We do have flaps 3 at this stage, and then we'll take flaps full once we get a little bit closer. I'll probably just take manual control once we just start our turn, just to have a bit of stick time, as with these airliners you do not get a lot of manned flying hours. Whereas these days this is the fly-by-wire systems. The computer pretty much does it for you. Approach is activated, and there's Hong Kong off to the right there. There we go, that's a bit better. There we go, auto brake set to max.
Spoilers armed.
Spoilers are armed.
Flaps full.
Flaps full. There we go. And I'll go ahead and disconnect the autopilot. Yeah, okay. There we go. We'll manually fly our right hand turn. We're probably only going to need medium auto brake, but it's better to be safe than sorry. After a long flying time, the last thing you want is to overshoot the runway, and yeah, it's not a good feeling. There we go, looking fantastic in the night lighting there. Too white, too red, that's what we like to see. Got a bit of a crosswind from the right hand side there. Okay, landing gear down, flaps are full, landing lights are down and all the other lights are in the green. Landing clearance received, water brake set to max, speed brakes are
1000.
landing checklist complete. Nice crab angle going on here.
$500. 400.
Land green checked.
Land green.
300. 100 above. Minimum.
Continue landing.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Ground spoilers. Decel. Ground spoilers. Reverse green. $70 knots.
Manual braking. Oh, there we go. Touchdown safely in Hong Kong.
Nice landing, sir.
With a landing rate of negative 93 FPM. We'll take the taxiway off to the right
Spoilers
here.
retracted.
Spoilers retracted, fantastic. Nose light set to taxi.
Need to check, sir, if everything is okay with the light.
Yeah, and landing light is off. Wing light can come off. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Arrival Airport. For your safety and comfort, we ask that you please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will indicate that we have parked at the gate and that it is safe for you to move about. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you.
Flaps 2. Flaps 0.
Flaps up, there we go. And we have a total flight time of 8 hours 59 minutes. So a bit longer than scheduled, but that is okay. Hong Kong airport looking very nice, lit up in the night. And I believe this is our gate here off the right hand side. And we'll swing the nose around to the right hand side right about now. Start our APU. Let's go ahead and get rid of the nose light so we don't blind everyone down there. Fun fact I learnt the other day that the captain has to park the aeroplane every single time. So what they'll do if it's the first officer's sector, he'll taxi it in to right about here, and then the captain will take over and legally has to park it apparently. So there you go. Or at least that's the deal in Australia. I'm not sure about overseas airlines. And that'll do us there. Park brake on.
Park brake on.
Let's turn the engines off. And let's get ground handling doing their thing. Fantastic. At this point in time we can go ahead and turn our beacon off, strobe off, and I think that's our lights sorted. Now we can turn our seatbelt sign off. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, another long haul flight in the Qantas A330. What a beautiful aircraft it is to fly. I'm thoroughly enjoying flying at this stage, and I really hope to get some more hours in it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please like it if you enjoyed it and subscribe to see more content just like this. Stick around if you want to see the replay, and happy flying.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5,
Nice landing, sir.